Ian Gallagher from Gallagher's Green says, people like this are the future of the music scene. Exactly. That's why we wanted Dom on the show. And I'm not laughing at you. It's that statement. Since I was 8, play guitar. There you go, people. So when we're doing an interview now, we try and play the band's track before they come on. So that's a delay him. But he's here right now. How you doing, man?
I'm fine, yeah. How are you?
Yeah, I'm sound, buddy. Thanks for coming on.
It's fine, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can everyone else hear him? I can hear him. Let me just turn it up, see if it's that. Turn up a bit louder. Anyway, thanks for coming on. Because, well, we saw on social media that, I don't want to go into too much detail about that unless you want to talk about it, but we saw that the band, The Height, have decided to part waves. And I said to Janice, oh, that's sad. This was yesterday. And I said, well, maybe we should get them on and talk about it and see what's going on because, you know, we support bands. We see them grow. We see them change. We see them doing all sorts. So we're nice to get them back on again. And she was like, oh, well, John's actually going to do a solo project. So I was like, even better. So tell us all about that, mate.
Yeah, so can you hear me still?
Yep.
Yeah, so I think a few months ago, I think the band was kind of like, I mean, what's the word? Like, I think the band was kind of like damaged a bit, but the guitar bassist left, and that was like, I mean, listen, listen, it's absolutely fine, you know. It was his choice and everything, but yeah, and then our drummer not too long after that got a part-time job, and then 3 months ago it became full-time. So I think it's just quite. I'll be honest, it's just, you know, it's quite a classic way for a band to end. You know, just other commitments. And listen, you know, no one's done anything wrong or anything. It's just you know, it's just happening. It.
Well, well, you're only young, really, aren't you? To be fair, in a rock and roll band, and it's going to happen, isn't it? Life's going to come and things going to go on. I mean, we interviewed a band the other week, and they've been separated for 20 odd years, and they've reformed and they're redoing the stuff again, and they're all stayed mates. So yeah, it's going to happen, isn't it? Especially if you, as you're younger, you're going to get jobs, you're going to get families, you're going to get all the commitments that mean that thing that you wanted to get involved in and you really like, it sort of becomes second fiddle, doesn't it? I suppose.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I think what kind of helped end it was the fact that I was 40. Well, so I'm 14, and Ted, the drummer's 18. You know, obviously, I think for 3 years it's been great, and we've really, you know, I think me and Ted did the best to ignore that, but obviously, you know, eventually it's just come to a close.
Mate, 40. I know you're all young because I've spoke to you before, but 14. What was I doing at 14? I wasn't in a rock and roll band, man. I tell you. And so fair play to you. But it's going to happen, and there's an age gap there, so there's a bit of a difference. So no, brilliant. But then you're going off to do your own thing, aren't you?
Of course, yeah. And I think, you know, even though I love The Height, and in all honesty, you know, I didn't really want it to end. You know, I'm still looking forward to being a solo artist, and I think the plan now is just to not really totally pin myself down to anything because when I'm 16, I might want to start another band. So I'm just kind of, you know, going through the motions.
You will. You'll do something, and if you've got the passion at your age, then there's no stopping you, mate. And I was sad when I saw that. I'm genuinely sad because all the bands we rock with feel like family, and you're part of us, and we're part of you. And then when you hear that people are going to stop, and you think, oh, that's crap. A bit like the Shed Project, and then Roy's gone and done his own stuff, Yonmon. So, and you're doing your own stuff, so it's great. So from that, you know, split, there's something else is going to be born from it, and that's absolutely wonderful. Janice was telling me, I don't know if she's spoiling anything. What did she say? We Believe Promotions. She said something about We Believe. Are you working with them?
Yeah, so I just announced it today. It was probably something. Well, it was probably something that I needed to mention anyway. So we believe promotions. You know, like engineering people who run it.
Yeah. Well, Janice knows them.
Yeah, but yeah, they're lovely. Yeah, so The Height did a bunch of gigs with them for like about a year, and yeah, they're all great. You know, really nice. You know, really great to work with and everything. They've got like two. I think before me, they had like 2 artists, and obviously I'm the third one. I'll also check their Instagram bio because that's where all the artists are. I could be wrong, but yeah. So basically, I'm going to be one of the artists who they're like taking up and down, well, around the UK. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
I think it's amazing, mate. Seriously, I'm not trying to blow smoke up your ass, but what you've done in your age now, because you won a competition a bit back then, and Johnny Marr did some stuff with him. I mean, it's like phenomenal, mate, for what you're doing. We wish you all the success in the future. Seriously, I think you've got something about you, and it's going to be nice to see you grow and see what you do as a solo artist.
Really appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, and obviously, I've loved coming on the show in the past, so we'll keep that going.
Well, no, you're always welcome, and we say that all the time to the bands and people. Oh, you've seen, yeah, it's not just a one-hit wonder. We don't just get people on and then that's it. We spoke to them. We want to keep engaging with them and seeing what they're going and sharing the story with the people that are engaging with us, and that's what I love about doing this, and that's what we was talking about yesterday. Janice said, for me, it's like cradle to grave. So a band forming, going up through the motions, what they're doing, the success, and even when they end, let's chat to them, let's see what they're doing, because we want to know what's going on in the industry, really. What's Janice saying? Yeah, I know Ange and Ian, We Believe Promotions, based in Northwest near Liverpool, so she'll know Scousers, you see. Scousers, she'll like that. So what have you got in the pipeline then? You've got some tracks, but you didn't want to share it because it wasn't ready, was it? So, which is fine. We know about
It wasn't like, because there was one track that I genuinely just couldn't find, like that I recorded a few months ago, and then I was at school today in the music room. I think I had about like 30 minutes on my own, so I just recorded this new song I've got called "You and Me," and it just wasn't, it was off my phone, and I had like a really croaky voice at the time.
Yeah, we don't want. We want it to be pucker. I mean, what does your music teacher think about you doing the stuff you're doing in the band? And
I mean, I think she's quite well. I think her as a person, like musically, she's quite different. Like she's more like musical theatre stuff like that. But she gives me loads of opportunities, like playing at like the year 11 assembly and all that. And so it's good. Yeah, and she's nice too. So
yeah, be a thespian, darling. Come on, I'm not really into musical theatre, so
it's absolutely not my thing.
No, it's just not. It's too much in it. You know what I mean? Even my lad's 21 and he comes in and if there's musical, it's like I can't turn that crap off. I can't stand it.
Into it.
Hey, musical theatre, but musicals, you know what I mean? Like films with music in and all that musicals. Absolutely terrible. Yeah, so cool. So have you got any gigs lined up? Is anything in the pipeline?
Yeah. I mean, it's all coming on social media and stuff like that. Yeah. So I think obviously We Believe are going to get I'm going to have a lot of gigs with We Believe, especially in 2025, and obviously other gigs that booked in Manchester. So yeah, there's stuff to look forward to. Yeah, definitely.
No, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I think we've asked you both, but our friends over in Brazil, pretty basically saying, what's your main musical influences?
I think thinking from like when I started playing guitar when I was 8 to now, probably the Smiths. Because they've always been my favourite band. The Smiths. What?
I'm not laughing at you. It's that statement. Since I was 8, playing guitar, I've really been into the Smiths. That's why I'm laughing. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing at the craziness of, I just 8. Do you know what I mean? I still can't get over your age and how you are as a musician and what you're doing. It's just mind-blowing, mate. Really is mind-blowing. It's absolutely wonderful. Wonderful. Love it. So I'm not laughing at you. Seriously, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing about the craziness of it. Do you know what I mean? What are most 8-year-olds doing at the minute? Do you know what I mean? They're not in... they're not doing that. They're not doing it, man. It's great. It's just wonderful. It's wonderful. Probably asked you last time, but I'm going to do it again, but... So you started playing guitar at 8. How did you start playing the guitar at 8? What happened there? Was it a family member said, "Hey, has a guitar, have a bash," or what happened?
So I was into so I'm pretty sure I got into music. I'm pretty sure that I got into music when I was like 7 because my dad took me. It's a really weird story. So my dad took me and me and the family to one of his mates' birthday parties. I think he was 40, something like that. His name's Chris. He's a good guy. But yeah, and there was a karaoke machine there. I think it was like a tradition that his family had where every adult there would have a go on the karaoke and pick a song to sing. Sounds terrible, doesn't it? And he sang Highway to Hell. So the person whose birthday it was, Chris, sang Highway to Hell by AC/DC. And I just liked the song. I just liked it. So we left pretty early because my dad didn't want to sing anything. So we left, and when I got home, asked my dad for his phone, and just went on Spotify for the first time, and listened to a bunch of AC/DC songs, and then obviously that led into like Guns N' Roses and Metallica and stuff that I don't listen to now, recently, because I'm into indie now. And then
That's fair enough. That's absolutely brilliant. Seriously, mate, it's absolutely great. Ian Gallagher from Gallagher's Green says, people like this are the future of the music scene. Exactly. That's why we wanted Dom on the show. And from being down when I knew you were finishing to you doing something, I was like, yeah, that's absolutely bloody brilliant. I love it. And yeah, Janice and agree. That's why we should support them. What else have we got? So, when are you going to be releasing music, or do you not know? Is that not on the cards yet?
because I was talking to my dad about this like just the other day. I think I'd like to. I'm talking quite detailed here, but I think I'd like to kind of. Because I've not done a gig yet on my own, so I think I'd like to get a bunch of gigs done first.
Yeah.
Kind of help build a following and that, and then if I want to, well, I sound quite arrogant saying that, but yeah, that's the wrong way to put it. I think if I think it'd be really good, because I think because that's what the Height did really. They just kind of built a little following and then released Nowhere, and obviously that was the start off really. So yeah, I think I'd just like to do something similar.
Excellent. I'm looking around because Janice has said you've picked a track and I can't find it on the playlist.
Do you want me to tell you what it is?
Yeah, it's just bizarre because she said it's on there and she's normally pretty good. And I'm thinking, have I got the wrong playlist on? But I've not. She said, tell me what it is, because I think is it Blossom?
Yeah, it's a song called Gary by Blossoms, and it's just it's a song off their new album. I just think it's great. Yeah, it's quite a weird album for me. That I think there's some songs that I like, and well, there's some songs that I love, and some songs that I'm kind of in the middle with. Sorry.
Right. Yeah, it's called Gary. Yeah, is that the one?
Sorry. Great tune.
Right, we'll get on in a minute. Yeah, it wasn't on the playlist. I've just added it. So unless I deleted it, because I've had gremlins today, mate. I've been full of a cold. I'm not trying to make excuses. Shit's gone wrong on the stream, and it's just been an absolute bloody nightmare. So what your plans? So you're in 14. So you got a couple of years left at school. What are your plans after that? What are you thinking? Have you got any jobs you want to do, or do you want to go full-time music? What's your plans?
I think I've got to be quite. I'll be honest with you. I think I need to be quite. What's the word? I need to be quite like kind of short on the. So I'm leaving school in half a year. And in all honesty, I'd like to go to LIPA. You know LIPA in Liverpool. So it's the college that Paul McCartney started.
Nice.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of like great links, and there's a songwriting and performance course which I really want to do. That's all I can say really. No,
it's cool. You don't. Well, I didn't know what I was doing. Well, I did sort of, but I didn't really know what I wanted to do when I just ended up dropping into a job that I was already doing at 14. I was a butcher at 14, butcher's boy at 14, working at weekends. So I just ended up doing that. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I still didn't know what I wanted to do when I was in my 20s. So, I mean, even though it's working, it's madness, isn't it? So I don't even know why I asked you, because some people know instinctively what they want to do, and some people don't, and they just fall into something. But I know whatever you're doing. I mean, it must be your dad must be driving you around as it's all your gigs when you do your gigs.
Yeah, he's the chaperone.
What's his name?
Phil.
Shout out to Phil and all the other mums and dads and uncles and aunties and all the rest of it who drive these lunatics round to the gigs to fulfill their dream. So mad.
I've got you know what? I think I mean because I keep on mentioning the Height, but I think Katie Ellis, Mark Ellis, and Clive Greenhalgh, they were the people who drove Brandon and said about. So
Yeah, it's great because without them, you wouldn't. How would you get about and go to gigs? And you need looking after, don't you? And watch them. I mean, it's absolutely bloody brilliant. It is. So, is anything else? Because we don't want to get you on and have a quick update, see what you're up to. But it's wonderful to chat to you. So, is anything I've not mentioned? Anything you want to promote, talk about, shout out? Up to you.
Just thinking now. I'll be really quick about this. I need to find the date.
No, he's going to find the great people. Go and follow him when he's got his socials out and he's doing his stuff. He's actually on X at the minute, and we're following him on there, which is great, and you'll get all his updates.
Yeah. So I think one of the next gigs he's playing at the MCR Rocks Weekender. I've got such a bad cough, mate. It's at Frey Island, and I'm playing with Cobain Jones and the tribute band on and a Kasabian tribute band too. It's a weekender, and I'm playing on the Sunday. I think yes, it should be good. Yeah.
Bloody excellent, mate. And listen, when you go out there, just own it, just enjoy it. If nothing else, enjoy the experience, man. You'll smash it, I'm sure.
Yeah, just like I've got a band behind me, that's the way I'm going to try and look at it. And yeah, definitely.
Brilliant. Well, come back. Let us know what you're up to. Keep in contact with Janice. Any videos from gigs, send them to us. Any updates, just let us know, and we'll try and promote you as much as we can, mate. Before you go, would you like to introduce the track that you've selected, and then I'll get on with the show. You can get on with evening, and like me, cough your guts out, because that's what I'm like. I'm a right mess at the minute. So, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so Blossoms are one of my favourite bands from Manchester.
Hang on. Told you I've cocked everything up tonight. Start again.
Right, take two. So Blossoms are one of my favourite bands from Manchester. I can just see you had in your hands there.
I know, man. I'm fucking losing the plot. Go on. Sorry. Start again. Take three. Take three, people.
Because of you. I'm not joking. Next. So Blossoms are one of my favourite bands from Manchester. This is I think it's like the fifth album, or sixth album. I think it's the fifth, but yeah, I really like I just think they're really original. And they've taken like a really the cough. And they've taken like another because the past two albums they've kind of changed the tune of it. They've I think the last album was quite like operatic. I mean, I hate to use words like that, but yeah, it was quite like I think it was like what's the word? It was like a story, the last album. And I think the one now is but yeah, it's got really 70s feel to it, and I think you like it. Yeah, I think you like it.
Sound, man. Love you to bits. Keep smashing it, and we'll see you soon, yeah?
I'll see you soon, yeah. Have a good one.
Yeah, people. How good was he? How good is he? John Denton on X, if you want. I've just dropped that into the chat. Great guy, isn't it? I mean, I know he wasn't thought of taking the piss because I was laughing at him, but I was just laughing at the craziness of it, of what was you doing at 14 and what's he doing at 14? He's in a rock and roll band, that's finished, and he's now doing his own thing. And I really like the guy, he's really nice, and he's from the Earlham Heights, and that's why they're called the Heights, which is not far from where I grew up, so I know it, and it's absolutely wonderful. So, we've had a bit of a chaotic show so far, haven't we? We're supposed to have a special guest on at 7 o'clock, but they've not confirmed they're going to come, so we don't know, so we wanted John on anyway, and I'm going from freezing cold to sweltering, and it's not good. So I think everybody has had this coldy flu thing. Yeah, that track was good, wasn't it? The Blossom, Gary. I like that. I like that a lot. Really good vibe, and it's nice that the bands have started to pick a track when they've been on and being interviewed. I think it's